Well, hello. Honestly, I feel like it's been too long, honestly. Cause like here's the thing, my last I upload daily, but my last time that I actually shot a video was like 3 weeks ago. Cause like what happened is like 2 weeks ago I was like more sick. I was like sick for the entire week. The other week I was just, I don't know, I just didn't go to work, and just wasn't the right timing, and I had to, I don't know. But no, it feels weird because I feel like so much time has passed, but like you wouldn't feel that way. I don't know. But now it is so I think July 4th happened 2 days ago. So it's July 6th. It's how that math works out. But no, I just came back from, well, I haven't even technically left work yet, but I'm currently leaving work in massive traffic. So yesterday I didn't even know this was a thing. So I was planning to go somewhere, but I don't know if you heard, there's a thing called the AQI, which stands for the Air Quality Index. And what that is essentially, so after in July 4th, all the like all the pollution that's caused from the fireworks, like it still lingers in the air. So 1 second. It still lingers in the air. So for the next day, you shouldn't be outside. So under 100, you're good to go. But if it's over 100, which it was, like, for at least where I live, it was not, like, it was way over 100. Like, it was, like, there were places around where I live where it was like 300, like 325. At that point, it's like you just gotta leave the area. Like, I was just reading about it, like if it's over like 100, you shouldn't go outside. If you're like susceptible to that stuff, like if you have a weak heart, you're just not built different, right? You should stay inside, because your body is like, it's like just not, it can't handle the potential like intake of stuff, I don't know, stuff in the air, I guess. Let me, all right, like it can't handle like the stuff in the air. So if it's over like 100 to 150, like you shouldn't go outside if you're susceptible to that stuff. It's over 150, like you shouldn't go outside. What's crazy is there's an entire like city that everything was over like 300. So literally the recommendation was just to leave, which is wild. That after fireworks, your recommendation is just to leave the area. That's insane to me. But speaking on July 4th, I saw this. Like, I spend an unhealthy amount of time on TikTok, right? When I'm at my deathbed, they're like, where'd all the time go? TikTok, right? Bad habit. But I saw a video. So apparently what they did is they banned fireworks in LA, right? And you'd imagine, right, you don't want to do things that would get you in trouble in the law. But the thing is, I saw this video, dude, these fireworks, like, I feel like it was even more insane than it usually is. Because I guess everybody just universally disliked that. So people were like buying and firing more fireworks than usual. So like LA, like you swear like there was like a massive attack going on, because there were all these sparks in the sky, which was insane. I saw it had like 7 million likes on TikTok. I was like, oh my god, that's insane. I saw this one is more like, this is like an idea another video. This is like an idea where like you say it's like, oh, haha, right? But you don't actually do it because it's like that's not a smart thing to do. So apparently, some guy had like wanted to get like fireworks and like fired off from his hat or something like that. Again, it's like it's something you joke around with your friends because it'll be like, oh yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, we'll put a one of those hats where it's like more lengthier on the sides and we'll just light fireworks. Like, it's a general idea, right? Go around the neighborhood, run around with fireworks going on from your head. Like, it's a general idea, right? This guy actually did that. The story was like he pounded a couple brewskis, had a couple beers, and then he was like, let's do it. And then he did it, and then he's no longer here. That's wild. That's just, yeah, it's wild to me that like you never know what's gonna be the news cycle. Yeah, at least for me. But like even going on that like thread of like I guess things I'm interested in right now. Like before, so I think we had some sort of debate or something like that happen recently with the old candidate versus the old incumbent candidate. Is that how that works? Basically, the old president versus the old former president, and it's wild that now, like before the debate, it was like who's gonna win, right? But after, it's like, oh, President Biden should just drop out. Dude, that's crazy to me. That's an actual discussion happening. Well, I'm talking about, like, you never know what's going to happen. Like, I'm talking, like, they ban fireworks. People go crazy on fireworks. Right? Bro, I sense danger. Oh, see, somebody honked. But, no, you ban fireworks, everybody goes crazy on fireworks, right? You have a presidential debate, turns out one of the candidates is literally being begged to like drop out. Dude, it's crazy, right? I'll look on Twitter and dude, some of these hashtags are like you click on, like, I don't know what the heck is that, and that's some crazy thing, right? So I don't know if you guys ever saw it's Frenemies. So it was Frenemies with it was a podcast on the Ethan Klein show, right? And this is what tells me, right, that truly anything can happen. It was on the Ethan Klein that was hosting it with Trisha Paytas. And I'm gonna skip like 90% of the details, but basically these two people are the definition of frenemies, right? They'll invite each other on the podcast, but like you could tell like there's some tension there. And Trisha Paytas, her brother, she ended up marrying the frenemy Ethan Klein's brother, and they just have kids now. And if you watch the podcast, again, I'm not gonna tell the whole story. Like, if you watch the podcast, you'll be like, what type of world are we living in? Where what started out initially, just give a little bit of detail, is Ethan Klein was like talking about how Photoshop is like prevalent on Instagram to like give people unrealistic body standards, and used Trisha Paytas as an example. So the first like time they talked to each other was beef, basically. They were like dissing on each other, right? And it ended up what ended up from basically, well, that is Trisha ended up marrying that guy's brother. I don't know, I don't know, I feel like since so much time has skipped, I feel like there's a lot of topics I want to talk about. Because, so like today, right, I was in the booth today. So I was just hanging out by myself for a good like 3 hours, or 3 hours, right? And I was also like working by myself, like in parking, because we didn't have enough like employees there. Like people called out, we didn't have enough staffing and whatnot, right? Like when I got there, there was nobody like working like at all. Like it was me and 3 other employees trying to cover everything. It was crazy. Not in that sense, like crazy like that we usually have like 6 or 7 people. 7's a bit high, but we usually have way more. And I was there, dude, it was a ghost town. This guy's gonna go crazy right here. Is he? I don't know, that was a car that just went like 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds, like 2 minutes ago. Sorry, but like it was just dead. So like for the first like 30 minutes and then on and off, like I just be by myself working. Like I couldn't hang out with anybody. There's nobody there. So like today, like I feel like I didn't get enough social interaction. So like I'm kind of like, that's why I was like, it's perfect that I started talking to the camera, you know? Because in a way, right, and this is where like I would want other people to, like, if I could encourage somebody to do what like my like type of videos where you just like film yourself, is I would encourage that person to do that, because I think it's healthy to actually like get your thoughts out in real life